You got power. Real power is right there inside your head, your mind. That's where the magic happens. That's where you win or lose before you even step onto the field, before you walk into that interview room. Before you ask that special someone out on a date, it all starts up there. Now, I'm not here to tell you it's easy. Now, controlling your mind is one of the toughest battles you'll ever face. But let me tell you something, it's also the most important one. Because once you master your mind, you've mastered your life. Think about it. How many times have you talked yourself out of something great? How many times has that little voice in your head said, you can't do it, you're not good enough, you're going to fail? Too many times, right? Well, it's time to shut that voice up. It's time to take control. You see, your mind is like a garden. You've got to tend to it every single day. You've got to pull out those weeds of doubt, fear, and negativity. And you've got to plant seeds of confidence, courage, and positivity. It's work, but it's worth it. Let me break it down for you. Your thoughts become your words. Your words become your actions. Your actions become your habits. Your habits become your character. And your character becomes your destiny. It all starts with a thought. So why not make a good one? Now, I know some of you are thinking, that's easier said than done, Denzel. And you're right. It is. But that doesn't mean it's impossible. It just means you've got to work at it every single day. Start small. When you wake up in the morning, instead of groaning about having to go to work or school, say to yourself, I'm grateful for another day. I'm going to make it count. That's it. Just that simple change can shift your whole mindset for the day. And when those negative thoughts start creeping in, and trust me, they will. Don't try to fight them. Don't argue with them. Just acknowledge them and let them go. Say to yourself, I see you. Negative thought, but you don't control me. I'm in charge here. You got to be your own biggest fan, your own cheerleader, your own coach, because at the end of the day, you're the one who has to live with yourself. You're the one who has to look in the mirror and be proud of what you see. Now, I'm not saying you should ignore reality. Life is tough. It's going to knock you down. It's going to disappoint you. It's going to hurt you. But here's the thing, you get to decide how you respond to it. You get to choose whether you stay down or get back up. And that choice, that's where your power lies. That's where you take control of your mind. That's where you become unstoppable. You see, success isn't about never failing. It's about never giving up. It's about falling 7 times and getting up 8. It's about looking at a setback and saying, this is just a setup for my comeback. Your mind will try to trick you. It'll tell you that you're not ready, that you need more time, more money, more connection, more whatever. But that's just fear talking, and fear is a lie. The truth is, you're ready right now. You've got everything you need right here, right now. You just need to believe it. You need to trust yourself. You need to take that first step. Remember, every great achievement in history started with a single thought. Someone somewhere said to themselves, I can do this. And then they did it. They controlled their mind, and their mind controlled their destiny. So why not you? Why can't you be the one to make history? To change the world? To live the life you've always dreamed of? There's no reason at all. That's where it all starts with your mind. It all starts with believing in yourself, with shutting out the noise and focusing on your goals, with refusing to let anyone or anything hold you back. You got to be willing to put in the work, to push through the pain, to keep going when everyone else is giving up. Because that's what winners do. That's what champions do. That's what you're going to do. Now, let me tell you something. It feels good. It feels damn good to take control of your mind, to look fear in the eye and say, not today, to push past your limits and discover what you're really capable of. That's not just about feeling good. It's about doing good. It's about using your mind to make a difference in the world, to lift others up, to inspire, to lead. You see, when you control your mind, you don't just change your life. You change the lives of everyone around you. You become a beacon of hope, a source of strength, a force for good in a world that desperately needs it. So how do you do it? How do you take control of your mind? Well, it starts with awareness. You got to pay attention to your thoughts, to the stories you tell yourself, to the beliefs that are holding you back. And then you've got to challenge them. You've got to question everything. Why do you believe what you believe? Is it serving you? Is it helping you grow? or is it keeping you stuck? Once you've identified those limiting beliefs, those negative patterns, you got to replace them. You got to fill your mind with positivity, with affirmations, with visions of success. Read books that inspire you. Listen to podcasts that motivate you. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who push you to be better, who refuse to let you settle for less than you're capable of. And most importantly, you gotta take action. Because all the positive thinking in the world won't mean a thing if you don't back it up with action. You gotta put your thoughts to work. You've gotta turn your dreams into plans and your plans into reality. It's not gonna be easy. There will be days when you wanna give up, when you feel like it's all too much. But that's when you got to dig deep. That's when you've got to remember why you started in the first place. Because here's the thing. You've got greatness inside you. You've got potential that you haven't even begun to tap into. And the only thing standing between you and that greatness is your mind. So take control of it. Own it. Master it. Use it to create the life you want. Use it to make a difference in the world. Use it to become the best version of yourself. Remember, your mind is a powerful tool. It can be your best friend or your worst enemy. It can lift you up or tear you down. It can open doors or slam them shut. The choice is yours. Choose to believe in yourself. Choose to focus on positive. Choose to keep pushing forward no matter what obstacles you face. Because when you control your mind, you control your life. You control your destiny. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, that sounds great, Denzel, but my situation is different. You don't know what I'm going through, and you're right, I don't. But I do know this, you're stronger than you think. You're more capable than you realize. And you've got more potential than you can even imagine. Every single person who's ever achieved greatness faced challenges. They faced doubts, they faced setbacks, but they didn't let those things define them. They didn't let their circumstances dictate their future. They took control of their mind, and they changed their reality. You can do the same. You can rewrite your story. You can change your narrative. You can create a new ending, but it all starts with your mind. So let's talk about some practical steps you can take to start controlling your mind today. First, start your day right. The moment you wake up, before you even get out of bed, take a few deep breaths and set your intention for the day. Tell yourself today's going to be a great day. I'm going to make the most of every opportunity. I'm going to be the best version of myself. Next, watch your self-talk. Pay attention to how you speak to yourself throughout the day. Would you talk to your best friend the way you talk to yourself? If not, it's time to change that dialogue. Be kind to yourself. Be encouraging. Be your own biggest supporter. Again, practice gratitude. Every day, find at least 3 things you're grateful for. It could be as simple as a warm cup of coffee, a smile from a stranger, or a comfortable bed to sleep in. Focusing on what you're grateful for shifts your mind from what you lack to what you have. Another powerful tool is visualization. Take a few minutes each day to close your eyes and visualize your goals. See yourself succeeding. Feel the emotions of achieving your dreams. Make it as vivid and real as possible. Your mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. So use that to your advantage. And don't forget about your physical health. Exercise regularly. Eat well. Get enough sleep. Your mind and body are connected, and taking care of your physical health will have a huge impact on your mental health. Failure, because you're going to fail. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to fall short sometimes, and that's okay. In fact, it's more than okay. It's necessary. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of success. It's how you learn. It's how you grow. It's how you get better. So when you fail, and don't beat yourself up. Don't let it destroy your confidence. You have to ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this to get better? I remember, a setback is a setup for a comeback. Every obstacle is an opportunity to prove how badly you want it. Every challenge is a chance to show what you're made of. So embrace the struggle. Welcome challenges. Because that's where growth happens. That's where character is built. That's where champions are made. So speaking of champions, let's talk about comparison. In this age of social media, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing yourself to others. To feel like you're not good enough, not successful enough, not happy enough. Here's the truth. Comparison is the thief of joy. And more importantly, it's a waste of your precious mental energy. The only person you need to be better than is the person you were yesterday. Your journey is unique. Your path is your own. So stop looking left and right and start looking forward. Focus on your own growth, your own progress, your own success. Now remember, success isn't about what you have. It's not about your job title or the car you drive or the size of your bank account. Real success is about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about making a positive impact on the world around you. It's about living a life that you're proud of. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, that all sounds great, Denzel, but I've got real problems. I've got bills to pay. I've got people depending on me. I don't have time for all this positive thinking stuff. And I get it. Life is tough. It's not always fair. But here's the thing. Your mindset doesn't change your circumstances overnight. But it does change how you respond to those circumstances. It changes how you approach your problems. It changes how you face your challenge. And over time, that change in mindset leads to change in your actions. And your actions, they're what ultimately change your life. So yes, you've got bills to pay. You've got responsibilities. You got challenges to face, but you've also got a choice. You can choose to let those things overwhelm you, to let them define you. Or you can choose to face them head on with confidence and determination. You can choose to see your challenges as opportunities, your obstacles as stepping stones, your setbacks as setups for something greater. It's all about perspective. And your perspective, that's 100 within your control. Now let's talk about fear. Because fear is one of the biggest obstacles you'll face in controlling your mind. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of the unknown, fear of what others might think. But here's the thing about fear. It's just a feeling. It's not a fact. It's not reality. It's just your mind trying to protect you from potential harm. And while that might have been useful when we were cavemen trying to avoid being eaten by saber-toothed tigers, it's not so helpful in today's world. So when you feel fear, acknowledge it. Thank it for trying to protect you. And then tell it, I've got this. I'm going to do it anyway. Because on the other side of fear, that's where the magic happens. That's where growth occurs. That's where you discover what you're truly capable of. Remember, courage isn't the absence of fear. It's feeling the fear and doing it anyway. It's pushing through the discomforts, taking that leap of faith. And every time you do that, every time you face your fears and come out the other side, you get stronger, you build confidence, you expand your comfort zone. So don't let fear hold you back. Use it as fuel. Let it motivate you to prove yourself wrong. It's to prove the doubters wrong, to show the world what you're made of. Now let's talk about patience. Because controlling your mind, changing your life, it doesn't happen overnight. It's not a quick fix, it's a journey, a process, a lifelong commitment to growth and self-improvement. There'll be days when you feel like you're not making progress, when you feel like you're taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back. And that's okay, that's normal. That's part of the process. The key is to keep going, to trust the process, to have faith in yourself and your abilities, to remember that every small step forward is still progress. Like this. If you improve just 100 a day, in 70 days, you'll be twice as good as you are now. That's the power of consistent incremental progress. It might not seem like much day to day, but over time, it adds up to massive change. So be patient with yourself. Celebrate the small victories. Acknowledge your progress, no matter how small it might seem, because those small victories, those tiny steps forward, they're what lead to big breakthroughs. And remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about being better. It's about continuous improvement. It's about waking up every day with the intention to be a little bit better than you were yesterday. Your environment, but your mind doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's influenced by everything around you. The people you spend time with, the media you consume, the places you go. So take a good hard look at your environment. Is it supporting your goals? Is it feeding your mind with positivity and motivation? Or is it dragging you down? Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who support your dreams, who push you to be better. Cut out the negativity, the toxic relationships, the habits that aren't serving you. Fill your mind with positivity. Read books that inspire you. Listen to podcasts that motivate you. Watch videos that educate and uplift you, because what you put into your mind is just as important as what you put into your body. It's create an environment that nurtures your growth, that supports your goals, that makes it easier for you to be your best self. And remember, you have the power to change your environment. If you're not happy with where you are, move. You're not a tree. You're not stuck. You have the power to create the life you want. Service. Because true fulfillment doesn't come from just focusing on yourself. It comes from making a difference in the lives of others. When you control your mind, when you unlock your potential, you're not just doing it for yourself. You're doing it so you can be a greater service to the world. So you can make a bigger impact. So you can leave a lasting legacy. Use your talents, your skills, your knowledge to help others, to lift others up, to make the world a little bit better than you found it. Because here's the thing. When you focus on serving others, on making a positive impact, something amazing happens. Your own problems start to seem smaller. Your own challenges start to seem more manageable. You gain perspective. You find purpose. Yes, and that purpose, that's what will keep you going when things get tough. That's what will motivate you to keep pushing, keep going, keep striving to be better. So ask yourself, how can I use my gifts to serve others? How can I make a positive impact on the world around me? How can I use my success to lift others up? Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's not just about controlling your mind for your own benefit. It's about controlling your mind so you can be a force for good in the world. So you can make a difference. So you can leave your mark. Now, as we start to wrap up, I want you to remember this. You are capable of amazing things. You have greatness within you. You have the power to change your life, to achieve your dreams, to make a difference in the world.